Hello and welcome to this week's edition of the Waldorf Weekly News section. We are in our Los Angeles studios. Anyway, on this week's news today, the Irish Green Party has withdrawn from the coalition government, which sets up for elections on the 3rd of March. Isn't that right, Lance? Right. And in Russian news today, 35 are left dead as a terrorist bombing at Domodedovo Airport happened earlier this week.
College students, according to the New York Times poll, are showing record lows of mental health and are showing record stress in this year's freshman class. So it's very, very disturbing indeed. And a special shout out to Kayaker77, who posted on our videos. And I'd just like to say, thank you.
And in other world news today, 2 pop stars have one too many margaritas. Evidence suggests this is so. At this last concert, Jimmy Buffett fell off the stage in Horton Park, Australia, in the Northwestern Territory, in Sydney. So please, pop stars, keep your margaritas on the down low.
Maybe he was searching for his sacred salt. That'll be it for this week's edition of Waldorf Weekly News. And next week we should be back in our normal studios. Thank you.
Goodbye.
Hello and welcome to Leif's Corner. There's been something very disturbing happening on YouTube lately. We've been posting these videos about our school, and a suspicious figure by the name of Kayaker77 has been saying very rude comments that are not warranted whatsoever. Things such as expletives for the female sex. Like, well, I won't say it here because I have a little thing about saying bad words and it makes me all warm inside. And I don't like it. Anyways, he's being a bad person. And nobody likes him. You should go away. Get a life. Don't be like him.
Hi there. On this week's episode of Waldorf Weekly Cooking Section, we're going to learn how to properly cut a mango. Now, once you've picked your mango, you should wash it first, and so that's what I'm going to do next. So now that we've washed our mango, we will want to take it and we want to look for the stem end. So then we're going to put that down, and we know that the pith is going in a vertical direction. So we're going to cut along the vertical direction so as not to cut into the pith. So my preferred method of cutting the mango is to cut off the 2 sides from the pith. I have the pith here, and then I cut off these little pieces on the outside. I like to even eat these. They taste really, really good. But this pith here, it's sort of sour. It's not the best, it's very tough. But if you are looking to make a puree or something, sometimes you can still use this. But for right now, I'm going to set those pieces aside. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take each of these and I'm going to score them to make them into little cubes. So now I've scored them, and you can see they're in nice little cubes, both sides. And so now here comes the best part, is what you can take them, you push from the back, and you can pop them open. And that's like nice little cubes. And then either you can cut those off to put in like a fruit salad, or you can just eat those. So that's it for this week's edition of the Waldorf Weekly Cooking Section, and happy mangoes.
Hello, and welcome to Interviews with Brian. My guest today is Connor. Connor enjoys water skiing in the Alps and a lot of other activities. Now I'm going to ask you only 2 questions today, as our time is limited. How do you, and before I say it, make sure that you know that you have to answer in a creative and calm way and try not to treat it like a big deal. Firstly, how do you handcuff a one-armed man?
I would handcuff a one-armed man
to movable object so that
He would
go flinging.
Ah, that would be good. Deter the crime immediately. Excellent. And, nextly, who coined the phrase,
I think that phrase is older than time itself. I don't think
believe so,
anyone
too.
coined that.
Yes, it's ancient. Well, that has been another exciting round of interviews with Brian. Thank you, Connor.
Yep.
Hi there. Welcome to Tyler's Massage Emporium. Are you feeling stressed? Is your back killing you? Oh, yes. That's perfect. That's perfect. Well, I've got a deal for you. Here, now listen. This could just be too good to be true. First massage, free. Second massage, $10. All other massages, $15. Now that's what I call cheap. Now, all three of my trained masseuses are very, very talented. So, remember, at Tyler's, it's always cheap.
Hello there. The word of the week this week is valletta. It's a noun. It's spelled V-A-L-L-E-T-T-A. It means an ornate headdress or loose garment worn by a person in the belief that it renders them invisibly native and not at all like a tourist. Again, it's V-A-L-L-E-T-T-A.
Hi there. On the useless facts section this week, there will be 5 facts. 1. If you laid out all your DNA cells end to end, it would go from the Earth to the Moon more than 245,000 times. 2. Chewing celery burns more calories than there is in celery. 3. The can opener wasn't invented until 48 years after the sealed can was invented. 4. Given her proportions, Barbie, if she were a real woman, would be 7 feet 2 inches tall. And lastly, the machine used in shoe stores to measure shoe sizes is called a Brennock device. That'll be it for this week's Useless Facts section.
What are you doing?
Sitting on an invisible bench.
Can I join you?
Sure.
What are you guys doing?
We're sitting on an invisible bench.
Can I join you?
Yeah.
The heck are you doing?
We're sitting on an invisible bench. Take a seat.
All right.
Hey guys, what are you doing?
Sitting on an invisible bench.
Didn't anyone tell you that I moved the bench over there yesterday?
Oh no!
Well, that looks like it wraps it up for another episode of the Waldorf Weekly. But before you go, a shameless plug. If you have a YouTube account, then boot up a computer, like this one I'm in, and rate, comment, and subscribe to our videos. Thank you.
Next week on the Waldorf Weekly, a doddering swagdesian, and do the contestants find out the secret of Skull Island? Find it all out next week, folks. Thanks.